he's making me he's so sweet and I love him so much and I can feel all the love that he has for you. And that's
Oh my God,
what I think I get emotional about because the outpouring of love for you. So
he's the best dad.
he's showing me like I can't. You're making me cry. I'm sorry. Um he's showing me as you walking down the aisle, you're outside, so I don't know if you if you love being outside and I see you
Yeah,
walking.
that's what I wanted was
I
an
s-
outdoor wedding.
I see that it looks like it's going to be call for rain that day, but it's going to be sunny.
Are you kidding? It rained on their wedding day.
So I actually forgot until we got on this phone call today that this was your parents' wedding anniversary.
No, my
And
mom's the passing of her anniversary.
passing of
Like
the anniversary.
2
Okay, I'm
years
sorry.
today. It's
Okay.
okay.
But what they're showing me is, and your mom has showed me this, so I don't know if they got married in the 70s or the 80s because she's showing me this veil, and this could not be of what she wore, but she just might be showing me of the time period of one of those veils that had like the like high top, and like it's got these pearls on this side. So I don't know if she's just showing me the time period of getting married in the 70s or the 80s or one of those big veils. Do you know what I'm
They
talking about?
were married in the 80s. And the
Okay.
funny thing is that when my sister was married, um, my mom had her veil repurposed so that the two of us could use it for our wedding day.
Wonderful. Okay, perfect. So exactly why she was showing me the veil so specifically as opposed to her dress is that you honoring and like cherishing that of her passing that down and she's so grateful that you got to use that for your special day. Was she present for one wedding, but then she had
My
passed
sisters.
but she had passed for your wedding, is that correct?
I'm yet to get married, but
Okay.
we're in the works of it. So
Okay.
she was present for my sister's wedding.
Okay. Did your dad also wear, I know my dad wore this like off color like suit. So I don't know if your dad wore something of that time too, like this light brownish or peach.
At their wedding,
Yeah.
at the wedding, hold on.
What do we got? What do we got? I'm so excited.
This is from their wedding day.
Oh my gosh. What is it?
And
Is it white or is it
it's like cream and brown.
perfect? Perfect. Exactly right. So exactly what he's showing me. And he's making me feel like he's hot shit. Like he's like that he's just loving
Is
it.
so funny.
He's showing me that he did something similar, or your parents did something similar that we had to do when we grew up, that we had to put the Ziploc bags or like those plastic
On your feet.
liners over our socks. Did you have
Oh
to do
yeah.
that? Oh yeah,
Yep.
that was us too. So he was
My
showing
dad and I used to walk to my private school in Dorchester every morning, and I would put plastic bags over my feet so that I wouldn't get wet because we'd be walking through like a snowstorm.
exactly. So exactly what he was showing me because they'll show me that too wherever I have a similar memory, they can show that. But your parents are just so good at communicating with me. And I so appreciate that as a medium because it's not easy, my job. I don't always have the best communication with spirits sometimes. And
Or like how to even like take what they're saying and how to.
completely right.
Mhm.
Exactly. So they are so good at communicating and they just seem very authentic, very genuine,
I heard.
and just
Yeah.
like good people because both your parents feel like when they walked towards me. So I don't know if I've explained this in the last reading, but when they walk towards me, it's always them showing me that they're together and at peace with God, that any health ailments, any things that they had in this life, they did not carry over to the other side. Does that make sense? So like, you know,
Love
I,
that they
it,
struggled for so long.
medically
So
or
yes, both
okay,
medically, physically,
okay.
everything. They had a
Because
lot of
yeah,
ailments.
yeah, dad was showing me the throat thing, so that is all gone. They are completely fine. Mom says she's warm now. I don't know if she was always
Oh
cold.
my God.
Yeah. She like took the blanket and she put it to the side because she's like, I'm warm, I'm fine.
Oh, that was always a joke with us when she was in the hospital. She had like a 3 week stay in Boston after we found out she was diagnosed with cancer. And I was the only person that she allowed to tuck her feet in because she knew that I knew how she liked it. And, she always liked to be cozy. My mom would wear like a t-shirt, a turtleneck, a sweatshirt, sweatpants, socks, slippers, and a bathrobe all the time.
Full on 7 layers. And so she's so graciously wanting to thank you for taking the time of all that care, all that time that you put aside to take care of her and her health and what ended up happening, that you put your life on hold to take care of her in her time of need. She understand you had to do things that you weren't comfortable with. Um, I don't know if you were changing out bedpans or things like that.
Everything.
Yeah, that just
I would not have wanted anyone else to have done that.
and so she is stepping forward and with the most heartfelt gratitude of she's like, I got to live out the rest of my days with the ones that I loved and they took care of me. And she's like, there's nothing more humbling than to witness the love coming from your loved ones taking care of you in those times of need. Gosh, he's making me he's so sweet and I love him so much and I can feel all the love that he has for you and that's
Oh my
I
God,
think what I think I get emotional about because the outpouring of love for you. So
who's the best dad?
he's showing me like I can't. You're making me cry. I'm sorry. Um he's showing me as you walking down the aisle, you're outside, so I don't know if you plan it, if you love being outside and I see you
Yeah,
walking.
that's what I wanted was
I
an
s-
outdoor wedding.
I see that it looks like it's going to be call for rain that day, but it's going to be sunny.
Are you kidding? It rained on their wedding day.
So he's explaining to you, though, I'm not going to let that happen to you. I want you to have your outdoor wedding, and I'm going to let the sun shine. It is not going to rain. The like clouds will lift and the sun will come out. But besides that, he's showing me as you walking, you're looking down at the grass and you see this little feather that comes across your path. And that's your dad walking with you, walking down the aisle. And that's what he wanted to show you that he's going to be there with you and he's going to support and he would, he's always going to be there for you. But he wanted to, I guess, validate of the things that you're going to experience because he wants to show you that he will be there with you, walking you down the aisle.
Maybe in the spiritual sense, but it would
Of
have
course.
been much better in the physical.
Exactly. And I
God, he's so emotional. Look at us.
I know both of your parents want me to explain to you what heaven is like and where they are. And so that way it can give you this
Peace.
more peace of mind of knowing that like they're good. Which I don't know if you need the full thing, but it's almost like this reassurance, right? Like it's like, okay, hearing it and understanding it. Okay, so let me have them put it in their words.
Okay.
I feel like there was one set of parents that had passed prior to that greeted them. So I don't know if this is mom's parents or if this is dad's parents.
Both had
Okay.
both
Okay.
my mom's parents and my dad's parents had
Okay.
passed.
Okay. And then is there a brother in there somewhere like that they had
My
passed?
mother was a triplet and she had two brothers.
Okay. Did they pass before her?
Nope, both
Oh.
are still alive.
Oh, okay. I don't know. I felt this brotherly sense that they were there too. So I don't know if this was a good friend of theirs or if this was a cousin, but I felt like it was the parents that greeted them when they got to the other side, as well as this one additional male that I don't I can't decipher who it is. I feel like this brotherly sense. So write that down and you can ask around and see if you get an idea of who that might be. But so when they were greeted, it was the most beautiful reunion of outpouring of love and happiness, and like they were jumping with joy to be reunited.
I bet.
And in the space that heaven is, they are showered, is how they want me to say it. Showered with outpouring from love from God, source, whatever you want to call it. And it's like almost comes through them. Like when a shower like gives you that cleansing feeling, like that like washes over you. That's what they're saying heaven is like. And
I
they
love
say
that.
it's 24/7, nonstop.
I mean, my
Hug.
sister and I have been going to mass
Yeah.
um, since my dad
Okay.
passed. And he used to go to mass every Saturday, like dressed to the nines in like a three-piece suit, would stand at the back of the church. And we started going and just feeling so much peace and felt so connected and just not disturbed,
Hmm.
just in that hour, just able to connect or de-stress or whatever it is. So
Yeah.
I
Reflect.
did
I
that.
always use it as
Mhm.
a time of reflection if I feel the need to go. So you doing that is he's getting to enjoy it again through your eyes.
Provide anything on the topic, but like
Okay.
I just don't know if he knew how sick he was because I showed up in Florida on like October 15th and he died less than a month after.
Okay.
Like, I don't know if he knew that he was sick or even in the moments of him passing, did he know that that's what was going on? I
Okay.
mean,
So your dad's making me feel that he was too engulfed in what was going on with your mom to even have concern or think about himself. So all of his health, all of his any pain or discomfort that he had, he kind of pushed that aside. He's making my esophagus tight again. So I don't know if it was he was a smoker and it just got perpetually worse, or what this is with his glands, something with the esophagus. That's where he was having trouble, and he had this tightening going on, but he didn't know the extent of it. And after her passing, he was grieving along with everybody else, but his grief, exactly like you said, is he was showing me that Romeo and Juliet. Like I could not live in a world without Barbara.
he couldn't.
I couldn't see my future without her. And he almost accepted that and made his peace with God because of him having such a faith. He's giving me all the goosebumps
Mm.
of knowing and confirming that that was his choice. He made an agreement with God. Your mom showed me in her passing, it was like, I don't know if your sister was at her feet, you were at the side, and your dad was on the other side when she happened to pass. Then with your dad, I saw your sister on the other side, you're on his right side, and you had your head and your hand on his stomach, which we did kind of talk about with the last reading, but I just saw your head and your hand both until he took his last breath.
We did. That's how we knew he took his last breath. Um, we had played his favorite song for us, and we played their wedding song. And we just sat there and in that moment just laid there until that happened. And my God.
I feel your mom, like when you lay down, she's almost like petting your hair at
Oh, she
night.
used to play with our hair every night.
Okay, so I feel her almost comforting you. So if you feel a subtlety, what it will feel like, let me explain it to you, is it's not gonna feel like a full-on hand on your head. It might. It's gonna feel like this subtle tingling vibration. That's what my mediumship is kind of. That's what I know spirit is around. It's this very subtle tingling vibration. So as you go to fall asleep, she's petting your hair. She's petting your head and helping you go to sleep.
I think with today being my mom's anniversary, I knew I was going to be connected to them regardless with you. Um, I think I was just really looking to further understand that I'm doing the right thing right now and I'm doing the best I can. And I questioned so many moments in their last moments of life, like, is that what they would have done for me? And after today, I just feel like we did the right thing and that they understand that. Um, and that it really wasn't even an us decision. We were just there to support whatever was going to happen. And I think that gave me like a lot of the answers that I needed. Thinking just of my dad's wedding suit and my mom's veil. Like I can't get over that that is the exact suit and the high veil.
Yeah.
It, I don't know. I don't know how you would ever have picked up on a suit like that and the veil, but that was awesome. That was so awesome. I mean, I have lost many of friends, family members, but obviously right now the immediate grief is within my mom and my dad. Before we could even really begin to start grieving my mom with everything that had happened in my and my sister's life, we lost my dad. So there was really no time to even start to heal before another wound opened again. So um, I wouldn't have wanted to share my time with you with anyone besides the both of them. I think one of my favorite things about talking to you is that I feel so special when you talk to me. Like, it's not just something that you make up or you're like searching my Facebook and Instagram, my social media profiles to find things out. Like, you immediately started off our session with, don't tell me too much because you want them to come to you. Um, and to be honest, I was kind of always a skeptic before I talked to you. You're the first medium I've ever spoken to. There's no other medium that I would go to. I feel like my parents have a very special way of coming through to you. And what what kills me is when I see you like physically feeling their presence. Like, I don't want you to suffer, but it's so special because it makes me really feel like it's so authentic and it's them. And you feel you're not just trying to sell a 50-minute session to someone to make a couple of bucks. Like, you have a gift, and the gift that you have just allows people like myself to find some connectivity and some presence with something that has left my world and my heart so dark and cold that, goodness, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
You've just provided me with something that I could not achieve on my own. And it's just so special. Like, your gift is such a wonderful thing. I don't think I could have thought of a better way to spend my mom's anniversary than with you today.